My name's Wright. I'm Gracjan Bak's head coach. I've been in boxing all my life, and I've been a pro coach now for six, 7 years, and things are going really well here. Really well here.
Yeah, hello, my name is Gracjan Bak. I'm a professional boxer. My record is 4-0. I'm with my head coach, Lee. We started training together a few months ago, and I'm very happy. We're doing very well. That's it.
And you had a fight last Friday. How did that go from both your perspectives? And how was it just to be on the card and get a fight out there?
The fight was last Friday. We get the win. We won on the decision, on the points. I think we did very well. I'm happy. I think my coach is happy too. Maybe you should ask him what he's thinking.
I think it's very different when you can be a fan, a spectator, and Gracjan's style is very pleasing to the eye. He's very elusive, he's very slick. He switches from orthodox to southpaw, looks very classy doing it as well. We've worked so much on working front foot, left, right, switching, counter punching. We've done a lot of hard work. I think from a fan's point of view and spectators, they're very much fantastic. That's so good. You look so good. I think exactly the same thing, but I think completely different as well. Before we'd even got back to the changing rooms after the fight, I was already thinking of, didn't like that. Could have done that better. So one of my friends said, "You don't look happy." Gracjan won. He looked really good. No, he did win, and he did look good. But from a coach's point of view, it's always going to be a little bit different. And I went home after the fight. I watched the fight back, and I started putting notes together on what we're going to do in this next camp, which kicks off in the next couple of days.
Yeah, so I'm fully understand what Lee is saying because I'm coaching too, and when I go to the competition with my students, I'm exactly the same. Like even like they won, but I see like they did, let's say, the same mistakes like before. Then I'm not happy. I already thinking, okay, why you did it if you did it again? You did it before. So, but like I said, win is a win, and it's about learning. So, we're waiting for the next fight, which is gonna be on the 3rd of February in Southampton, Humble. I'm gonna be headlining in that show.
Yeah, your coach can obviously be your biggest supporter, but at the same time, it's got to be your biggest critic for you to sort of keep going, and especially in these early fights, trying to get your skills sharpened.
Like before we started training together, I felt like I missed something, in my style, and I think like now I got the right person who is gonna fill all my gaps on the right place,
And then you say you've got your next fight, February 3rd, headlining. How do you think you're going to deal with the sort of pressure of headlining and the idea of not being a fighter just on the undercard? You're now the headline fight for the card.
Listen, I don't want to be a normal fighter, I want to be a star, and I always looking to be a headliner, It's not pressure. For me, it's like good opportunity to show people my skills and prove that I deserve that.
It's a massive opportunity because I work with some other fighters, some very good fighters. and one fighter in particular just won the Southern Area title, and it was for the second time, but he didn't look anywhere near close to headlining a show until he was boxing for a belt. 10-round fight, Southern Area title. So I think it's a really, really good opportunity for Gracjan to get to feel what that feels like. He's going to be headlining. It's going to feel different. Expectations, first 6-rounder, but it's a massive opportunity for him to soak up the atmosphere and to just conquer the nerves. Because if a fighter doesn't have nerves, then I don't believe that they're fully switched on and fully engaged in. But it's good because the plan is to fight for a Southern Area title next year. So when he's got to fight 10 rounds for a Southern Area title, the nerves, yeah, they're a little bit more, but they're not going to be such a huge jump.
And then obviously the change headline now, 6 rounds. Does your camp change any different, or is it just working on the things that you saw that you didn't quite like last Friday, or didn't quite feel were perfected, and then just go from there, or does the camp change?
This fight is the turnaround for this fight is quite quick. You know, it's I mean, it's 7 to 8 weeks, not a long time. There's 2 or 3 points that we really need to touch on, and we need to, you know, really improve on 1 or 2 things. But he's a smart fighter. The things that I've put in place with him already, he's really just picked them up and run with them. You know, the fact that he was just toying with the idea of switching, and that's something I fully appreciated him wanting to do and explore. So that's what we've run with. So we're as good right hand as we are left hand. Again, it's a really good string to have to your bow. The start of the camp will always be strength training. That's not going to change. I believe we can be stronger. We'll need to be stronger going 6 rounds. It's not so much a jump, it's only another 2 rounds, but the dynamics of the camp will change a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit, yeah. We won't overtrain, we'll just hit specifics.
Does your mindset change for the 6 rounder, or is it,
Excuse me?
does your mindset change for the 6 rounder, or just telling them what you can do and go and show them what you can do?
Listen, my mindset is the same, you know. I always want to give my best. I trust my coach. The training camp now look differently than used to be before with my previous coach. So it's a new thing for me. I train less, but I think smarter, but feel great, you know. So that was the biggest change in my trainings. But like I said, at the moment, I'm enjoying every training. Every time, like, I step to the gym, I feel fresh, no overtrain. It's perfect, you know.
Yeah, he was doing probably way too much for how he was, what he was preparing for. What he was doing was the sort of thing that you'd be doing for a 12-round title fight. My opinion and my views are that if you're at some point training for a 12-round title fight and you've been training that way, you know, how do you get that little bit more from them? How do you keep it fresh? How do you keep them injury-free? It's not about exhausting your fighter, even though they need to work really, really hard. And some days he will feel exhausted, but the idea is to recover quicker and touch another base the next training camp or next training session, and just keep it moving along nicely. Yeah, but there's going to be a few changes in the next 7 weeks. Nothing major, because we do have we have a live opponent It's not going to be somebody that's just going to turn up to help us do the rounds. It's not that kind of a fight. It's a 6-rounder. It's a main event. It's a massive opportunity, as I said, for him to feel what it really feels like. Yeah, to be in a big fight at this stage of his career, his 5th fight. That's good because, like I said, I've dealt with other fighters that haven't looked anywhere near headlining a show, small hall or otherwise, until they've had maybe 10, 11 fights. So good. It's a massive opportunity, and one that I'm sure we'll be ready for.
And yeah, I'm so surprised. Like Lee been working with lots of different professional fighters, which they have like more experience than I have. But the way he treat me is unbelievable. You know, I feel like he feel me like someone special, which is so good to me. You know, I'm so happy, and I just can't wait for next fight.
It's a cliche, I know. They say a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. It is a cliche, but it really is true. You know, it's my job to get him as strong as he possibly can be, to get him as conditioned and fit as he possibly can be, as what he needs to be to do the rounds. But I need him wanting to come back in the gym, to be happy before, during and after training. That's how I'm going to get the best from him. Yeah.
And this is how I feel. Woo!